Hello, everyone. I did my research on the U.S. National Library of Science's website. This is a government website, so it's reliable and they are always updating it. So you can see there's a new volume from September to October 2018, which October hasn't even happened yet. But they're always keeping it current, and they also have um, reports from 1974 and earlier. So, this is a pretty good website to come for health educators to visit and compare what happened back then to what's happening now. So, one of the interesting ones I found was in 1974, from January to February, in that issue, there was an article done on disease patterns and the team approach in the practice of family medicine. So this article discusses how diseases were approached in a family practice or a small clinic setting. And you can see these patterns and then compare them to how family practices approach them now. Next, they're back up to current times. There's a few studies that I found interesting, and they're good for health educators to see because it's a national website. They include articles from all over the U.S. Specifically, there was one in New York. So you click on the year. It was in January to February 2017. And I found these just roaming through the website, but this one was interesting because they found a correlation between Hep C viral infection and the prisoners in the New York jail system. So this is a study, so they show the results and what their methods were, and then their conclusion, and then they go into the entire article. So there's a summary first. Moving on, there was also another study done in July and August of 2017, and this one relates to us in a way because they did it on college students. So they wanted to find a correlation between binge drinking and disabled college students, and they did find a strong one. It says here in their conclusion. There was a strong correlation, but it wasn't as strong as the correlation between non-disabled college students and disabled, and drinking, not disabled students. There's also legal aspects in this website, so you see here law and the public's health. So I found one that was a kind of weird but interesting law that was recently discussed in May to June 2017. So that's up here, May to June. And this website is pretty easy because there's different categories and then the articles fall underneath those categories. So here's law and public health. And this was done to talk about the legal authority for mosquito control and pesticide use. And after reading through this article a little, this issue is dealt with on a state level. So each state is going to have different laws, but it was interesting to see that there's actually laws for controlling mosquitoes and pesticide use for the community's health. Lastly, there are health statistics. This here, the NCHS, stands for the National Center for Health Statistics. There was one done in July and August 2017, which was there's a bunch of different health-related issues in these statistics. Like this one's about cholesterol. This one is barriers that healthcare, like costs and stuff to people who have chronic conditions. And then this is the one that I found interesting. The ambulatory surgeries in the United States. There was this specific statistic: 39% of procedures were performed on those 45 to 65 or 64, and they're both male and female. So you can see that both middle-aged male and females are having the same similar issues. So a health educator could come here and find these issues and then try and figure out why it's occurring and why these people are needing these surgeries. So this website overall, I think, is a pretty reliable website, and there's so much information to find in one place that a health educator could come here and research or compare and find public health reports that have been released over a long period of time. So comparing what happened 50 years ago to what is happening now, to see how we've improved and how we may be able to improve.